Quick note, guys, on your actual physical device, you will need to disable secure boot for this to work. Very important step. Hey, welcome to this video, everyone. Today we're going to run through step-by-step how to get triple boot running on Windows 11, and we'll be able to boot into Windows 11, Kali Linux, and Linux Mint. This video is piggybacking off of my previous video, which I'll leave a link to here for you to check out. If you haven't seen that, I recommend you watch that first. This is where we set up dual boot between Windows 11 and Kali Linux. So this video is going to piggyback right off that. So let's jump right in. The machine we see here is a Windows 11 machine, and we have dual boot set up between Windows 11 and Kali. So we'll jump in there and we'll go to disk management. And we see here we do have the two partitions set up. The C volume, that's obviously our Windows NTFS, and then the other volume there is where we're running Kali Linux. So what we need to do is shrink the C volume again to make room for our Linux Mint installation. So go ahead and give yourself a little bit of room here for Linux Mint. I'm going to do 20 gigs, which should be plenty to get that going, and that'll leave us with just over 30 for Windows. So now you see we have a blank partition there for or an unallocated part of the disk there for our Linux Mint. Now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and attach the ISO for Linux Mint. I'm demonstrating this on a virtual machine just because it's easier, but for you guys, you would be making a bootable USB stick with the Linux Mint ISO on it. If you need any help with creating a bootable USB, I recommend you check out my USB series where I cover everything from A to Z when it comes to bootable USBs. Alright, now that I've got the ISO attached, let's go ahead and restart the VM. And of course, Windows updates. What good timing. Okay, so I went into the boot menu there. It's escape if you're running a VM, but whatever your flavor of laptop or PC is, hit the key to get into the boot menu, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to boot this from the CD-ROM. In your case, again, you'd probably be booting from a USB drive. But wherever you've got that bootable ISO, you're going to want to boot from that. This should take us into the Linux Mint installer. Give it a second to load up here. There we go. Get a little coffee action while we're waiting here. Alright guys, so here's Linux Mint. This is a live distribution, obviously with the choice to install. So right on the desktop, we're going to double click the Install Linux Mint icon, and that will start the installation for Linux Mint. So go ahead and pick your language of choice, your keyboard layout, location. If you want to install those codecs, you can. Again, this is a demo, so I'm just kind of running through it quickly here. Alright, so it says right on the screen, this is very helpful. The computer currently has multiple operating systems on it. What would you like to do? We'd like to install Linux Mint alongside them. So make sure you select that option, guys, and then when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and click Install Now. Alright, we're ready to write the changes to the disk. Go ahead and select your location. You're going to have to plug in a name here, plug in a password, repeat the password. This is a lab, so I'm going to say login automatically. That's totally up to you guys. If you're going to keep this long term, I would recommend not doing that. And this will start the Linux Mint installation. I'll speed this up a little bit through the power of editing. It will take several minutes though when you run this, guys. First coffee of the day. Alright, installation complete. Let's reboot now. Hit enter, remove your media and hit enter. And this should boot us into the Linux Mint grub loader. So it now controls the bootloader for the machine. And as you see, we've got Linux Mint Cinnamon, Kali Linux, and Windows Boot Manager. So for demonstration, let's go ahead and boot into Kali first, because why not? Nothing like a good dragon action in the morning. Give this a second to fire up here, guys, and we should see Kali Linux loading up, and there's the famous dragon. Okay, we'll get logged into Kali just to prove that we can. So that is 1 of 3 on the triple boot. So it looks like Kali's working good. I'll just do a sudo reboot here and reboot the machine. And again, that'll take us back to our Linux Mint grub loader, where we'll have the option between the 3 installed OSs. So let's go ahead and test Windows next. Here's our Windows 11 logo. Looks like it's firing up without any issues. We'll just get logged in here, guys, to prove that Windows 11 is in fact still working fine. There it is. Let's go ahead and reboot this guy as well. And then last but not least, once it comes back up, we will validate that we can get into Linux Mint. Alright, should be greeted with our grub loader here in a second. And we jumped right into Linux Mint. So as you see, guys, all 3 operating systems are working fine here. That is a very easy way to set up a triple boot configuration, and we can hop between those different operating systems. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this content, and if you enjoy checking out new operating systems and being able to jump between different operating systems, you might want to check out my shop, bootableusbs.com. I've got 4 different USBs here, and they're all jam-packed with a lot of the latest technology and just cool different distributions that you can boot into live. No need to install anything. If you want to install, the options are there for most of it. This is my most popular here. You see on the screen, 46-in-1 Ultimate USB. This thing's jam-packed with all kinds of categories. I have another one that's just strictly focused on cybersecurity, different categories of cybersecurity. Yeah, give it a look, check it out, and see what you think. If you're interested, pick one up. I appreciate the support. Till the next one, thanks for checking it out, guys. Have a great day. Take care.